Mythical Pokemon have always been infamous for being tricky to shiny hunt, with some being 100% impossible to hunt legitimately at all. And ever since I started my torturous quest for the shiny living dex, it's heavily bothered me that some of these shinies I'll never be able to obtain. But that doesn't mean you can't hunt at least some of the mythicals. I've hunted all the Gen 4 mythicals, except Manaphy, and those would have taken a while, but were all relatively easy hunts as long as you got the event items back in BDSP 2 years ago. Celebi also fits into that category, being huntable in Virtual Console Crystal. So let's see. I'm sure the next mythical shiny hunt I want to do will be really easy and require very little effort to set up. Unfortunately, shiny Deoxys is currently only huntable in Fire Red, Leaf Green, and Emerald, because the only other time you can encounter it is in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, and where, you guessed it, it's shiny locked. However, the place where you actually hunt this Deoxys, Birth Island, is only accessible via a certain special item, the Aurora ticket. This ticket, however, was only distributed during the 2004 Pokemon Rocks America Tour, which was a Pokemon event that had TCG tournaments, information on the new games, among various other things. Unfortunately, I did not exist in 2004, but I wasn't about to let age stop me from shiny hunting my favorite green space virus. So now I need to figure out how to hunt this Deoxys 20 years later, when all the supplies I currently have are Game Boy Advanced and my copy of Leaf Green. After doing some digging, I found DigiX member and retired preservationist Deoxys, with a Z. They had purchased an original Deoxys distribution cartridge for 3rd gen all the way back from 2004, and graciously dumped the ROM of it online for preservation, which gave everyone a chance to download it for themselves. So thank you Deoxys with a Z, because without you, nothing in this video would be possible. And for anyone watching who might have an interest in doing this yourself, I'll put a link to the forum down in the description. It's also important to note that this ROM only works in Fire Red and Leaf Green, because Emerald had not yet been released in America when these American distribution cartridges were created. So now I need to somehow put this ROM on my computer into my Game Boy with Leaf Green. So... Thankfully, DigiX member Deoxys' forum gives us a checklist of supplies which you'd need in order to get the Aurora ticket in your Fire Red or Leaf Green game. First, you're going to need 2 Game Boy Advances. I already had one, and I was really happy now that I had an excuse to buy a GBA SP. And I was able to get a pearl blue one on eBay for a really good price. The next thing I needed were 2 GBA wireless connectors. This event was originally distributed over these, so a regular link cable will not work. I was lucky enough to get a pair of 2 Japanese ones for just about 20 bucks, which I thought should work, and luckily, they did just fine. The third and final thing I needed was a GBA flash cartridge. I went for the Easy Flash, which was around $40 at the time on Amazon. And I also needed a 32GB or less micro SD card, which I got easily for like 8 bucks. All in all, this haul was pretty pricey, but it's necessary for the shiny living dex. With all my goodies finally here, I'll now pass it off to Future Johnny. So Future Johnny, take it away. Thanks, Past Johnny. So what we want to do is first get your micro SD card. I already put this in my computer and downloaded the ROM. And if we just put it in the Easy Flash, and then put the Easy Flash in your GameCube, turn it on. I now realize I need to put on the wireless connector. And now, with the wireless connector on, tight and secure, turn it on. Easy Flash. Aurora ticket. And there it goes. Now sending Aurora ticket. Now what you want to do is in this Game Boy, put in Leaf Green.
Hi.
Once you get to this screen, you want to go to Mystery Gift and put the wireless connector on. You hit it. You want to get Wonder Card. Wireless communication. Communication completed. A new Wonder Card has been received. So then you go into the game and go up the stairs in the Pokemon Center. Now, there's a man here. And let me put this on my SP so you can see it more clearly. Now on my SP, if you go up to the man in the green, thank you for using the mystery gift system. You must be Johnny, this is the ticket for you. And there it is, the Aurora ticket. Wow, I now have the Aurora ticket in my 3rd gen game. That is crazy. And there it is, Aurora ticket. So once you have the Aurora ticket in your bag, you have to go to Vermilion and talk to the boat guy, and then you can actually travel to Birth Island. However, when you arrive at Birth Island, you have to do like a small puzzle before you can encounter Deoxys, and for the life of me, I could not figure out how to do it. So I eventually just stopped recording and looked up the tutorial online. So if anyone's trying to replicate the process, the tutorial I used is in the description. Once you get your triangle to the fully shaded red, you're gonna walk up, and you want to save the game. You encounter it, screen shakes, it breaks apart, and there he is. The mythical boy himself, Deoxys. There it is. The first encounter of many. But right now, we soft reset. Accessing an event from 20 years ago is mind-boggling, but here we are, with an Aurora ticket Deoxys on screen, ready to be shiny hunted, and ready to be transferred all the way up to Pokemon Home. So without further ado, here's what it took to get a shiny Deoxys. Just for context, I had filmed all of this footage so far in April of 2023. From the time I'm saying this, it's been well over a year. So you might be thinking, did I go double or triple odds? Well, you'd be wrong. You see, for the first couple weeks of this hunt, I would consistently film myself in hopes of getting a live reaction, which is what you're seeing right now. And I did get a couple reactions to Pokemon that weren't Deoxys.
Shiny Landers! Shiny Landers! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, look at that. Yes! Shiny Slowpoke! Shiny Slowpoke! Look at that!
But after about 3,000 encounters of this, I took a break, expecting to come back to the hunt very soon. But yeah, I didn't come back until December. Yeah, that's my bad. But don't worry, I hunted on the side here and there until January 14th, 2024, when this finally happened. Oh my god, it happened. Shiny Deoxys. Oh my gosh. After 5,495 soft resets and over 8 months of hunting, shiny Deoxys in leaf green. I'm shaking a little bit. Oh my gosh. I guess let's battle this. So this Deoxys was a pain in the to catch. This Deoxys made me go through all of my Ultra Balls, all of my Great Balls, and all my Pokeballs. Even though I really wanted it in the Ultra Ball for the color scheme, ultimately getting the Pokemon in any ball is the most important thing. So I had to resort to the Master Ball. Alright, last ball before the Master Ball. Let me check my master. Let's go though, shiny Deoxys. Master Ball. Let's go. Defense form Deoxys. Pokedex. Shiny. No nickname. Wow. Shiny Deoxys. So now that we have our legitimate shiny Deoxys, it's time to transfer it up to Pokemon Home. But don't worry, you don't need that much stuff. All you need is a DS Lite, a Gen 4 game, a Gen 5 game, a 3DS with Pokemon Bank installed which you can't do anymore, a Nintendo Switch, and a membership to Pokemon Home Premium. So now that we've got all of the supplies needed, it's time to transfer this bad boy up to Pokemon Home in a nice, easy montage. If you want to see the entire process of transferring up a Pokemon from 3rd gen, I'll have a full uncut version of this on my 2nd channel, and the link to that will be in the description. There we go. My shiny Deoxys can finally bask in all of its newfound 3D model glory. I once again want to thank DigiX member Deoxys because this really would be impossible without them. I also want to thank Absolblog's Pokemon for first introducing me to the possibility of this hunt over 5 years ago. And if you've enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing as we're really close to 1,000 subs and this took a lot of time and money to make. But with that being said, everybody, take care.